And welcome back to Primetime News. A special welcome to viewers on OneSpotMedia.com. Up first this evening, which party leader do Jamaicans like more? That was put to voters in the latest RGR Gleaner Don Anderson commissioned poll on favourability. Now, as we hear in this report, one leader is slightly ahead, another leads in net favourability, and the biggest gap, youth voters who have absolutely no opinion whatsoever. Jamila Maitland explains.
With months to go until the pending general election, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has a 7.5% favourability rating over opposition leader Mark Golding. That's according to the findings of the latest RGR Gleaner Don Anderson poll. Pollster Don Anderson.
37.6% said we have a favourable or good opinion of Andrew Holness, compared to 30.4% who said they had an unfavourable opinion. The rest were people who didn't have an opinion. When we compared now that to the favourability rating of the leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, 30.1% had a favourable opinion of him, 22.7% had an unfavourable opinion, and 47% had no opinion of Mark Golding.
It represents a marginal increase when compared to the findings of a similar poll conducted a year ago. The Prime Minister's favourability rating was 34.6%. On the other hand, Mark Golding's favourability rating dropped by 5.8% when compared to that period. Notably, both leaders recorded their highest ratings in April 2024.
Across the three surveys, Andrew Holness recorded the highest favourability rating of all the periods that we evaluated, 40.1% in April, but that has fallen to 37.6% in the May 2025 poll, whereas Mark Golding's ratings have been kind of up and down, but moved from a favourable of 37% in April of 2024 to 30.1% in May of 2025.
Overall, however, the net favourability rate among both leaders for the periods show Mark Golding edging out the Prime Minister.
The unfavourability rating is much higher for each of these measures than Mark Golding, and this is what depresses that net rating of the respective leaders.
A closer look at the data shows that more women like the Prime Minister, but more men prefer the opposition leader. Among the age demographics, Mr. Holness is liked most by people 65 years and older, as well as those between the ages of 45 and 54. As for Mr. Golding, he's a favourite among Jamaicans between the ages of 55 to 64, as well as those 65 years and older. Interestingly, many Jamaicans have no opinion on the issue whatsoever. Majority of them are youth. A whopping 41% of those aged 18 to 24 and 37% of those aged 25 to 34 could not decide for the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, close to 53% of youth between 18 and 24 and 52% of those aged 25 to 34 had no opinion of Mark Golding.
Right across the three surveys, the no opinion regarding Mark Golding is much higher, which means that people aren't really in a position to give a clear yes, no, favourable, unfavourable perspective of Mark Golding. All right. And that's because, of course, he's not the leader of the government. He's not in the limelight as much, but he hasn't apparently projected himself to the extent that more persons would be able to comment on their favourability view.
The poll was conducted between May 16 and June 7. 1,033 people were interviewed. Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
Still on the